Welcome back to Social Studies class. First lesson, relief features. India and its relief features. In this video, we'll discuss three small regions, physical features. One is the Thar Desert. Second one is coastal plains, and the third one is islands. These are the three small physical features in India. Earlier we discussed the big land masses like Himalayan mountain, Indo-Gangetic plains and Peninsular plateau. First you take Thar Desert. Looking at India, when you are looking at India, Thar Desert is located in the northeastern direction of India. You know very well. So in the northwestern direction of India. So look at India. So the Thar Desert that is located here, a place where Thar Desert is located. Just look at Thar Desert. It's one of the land masses of India or physical features of India. Thar Desert, it occupied an area of 2 lakh square kilometer. 2 lakh square kilometers. Totally located in the lee side of mountains. Aravalis are here. So that lee side of Aravalis. Looking at this, if in the path of the wind, if the mountain is located, this side we can say the rainfall. As wind that cannot move, that turn like this and fall rainfall here. We can see experience rainfall here. But this side is called leeward side. Leeward side. We call this area is called leeward side. Definitely this side is a dry area, rain shadow region. So that's why Thar Desert is in the rain shadow region. It doesn't get rainfall. A little rainfall of 100 to 150 millimeters. See, this is the least very small rainfall can be seen here. Raining between 100 to 150 millimeter. Particularly, you see that Jaisalmer, a city that is there in the western side of Rajasthan, just here less than 10 millimeter, least and driest region. So, India is the country where we can see highest rainfall in Meghalaya, Mawsynram and Cherrapunji. Even least rainfall also can be seen. And the total Thar Desert is occupied by rocks, rocky desert it is, and sand dunes are famous here. And there are streams here and there. Streams can be appeared during the rainy season. Little rain, very little rain can be seen. During that period, streams can be seen which are not permanent. Just they can appear and disappear. Streams, the water in the streams can be seen few days and after that disappear. But only one river, Luni river, can be seen in this area. This is called Luni river. Area is dry, land is not suitable for cultivation, totally covered with here and there we can see a low vegetation. Streams appear during rainy season and disappear after that. Luni is only the river, right? That's why people are not able to get a particular drinking water even. That's why Indira Gandhi Canal was dug out in this particular belt with a length of 650 kilometer to provide the water for the people living in this particular area. This is about Thar Desert, located in the northwestern side of India with an area of 2 lakh square kilometer and totally covered with rocky plains and sand dunes. Sand dunes are famous here. India's least and even worse least rainfall can be seen here. This is about Thar Desert, and coming to the second one is coastal plains. Look at that coastal plains. We can see like Indo-Gangetic plains. We can see coastal plains. There are two coastal plains: western coastal plains, and second one is eastern coastal plains. There are two types of plains we can see: western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. So here this is the place where we can see western coastal plains, and this is the place we can see we can call it as eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains, right? Look at that. And this is called western coastal plains. Western coastal plains, right? But they are parallel to the mountains here. Mountains are here, right? Western Ghats are here. This side Eastern Ghats are there. Mountains. These Eastern Ghats, mountains are. So towards east, to the Eastern Ghats, Eastern coastal plains are there. To the Western Ghats, towards Western coastal plains are there. First you take Western coastal plains. Western coastal plains started from Rann of Kutch to Rann of Kutch in Gujarat, right? Rann of Kutch to Kanyakumari. So the way they extended, see that Rann of Kutch, Gujarat to Kanyakumari, they extended. It's a narrow belt, a small and narrow belt. This one is a largest one, broader. This one is broader, this one narrow. Look at that. These are from Mahanadi in Odisha to Mahanadi to Kaveri. So Mahanadi to Kaveri. These are Rann of Kutch to Kanyakumari. Western Ghats are extended from Rann of Kutch to Kanyakumari. Eastern Ghats extend from Mahanadi to Kaveri. This is narrow one. This is a broader one. And this is not, the northern side is fertile. Towards south it is not fertile. This one is totally fertile. From Mahanadi to Kaveri, this land is fertile. This one fertile. This one not fertile. But both are suitable for cultivation. But this one is narrow and not fertile. This one is fertile. And the eastern side, eastern coastal plains having deltas. Delta, nothing but a land looking like delta. A land is formed by river. The river that is dividing into 2 or 3 streams, there we can see deltas. Krishna delta, Godavari delta, Mahanadi deltas are here. But in western coastal plain, deltas not there. As rivers not there, deltas not there. This side deltas not there. This side deltas are there. Deltas are famous for cultivation. All crops can be, almost all the crops can be cultivated in the western side. So these areas are not having deltas. These areas are having deltas, and these areas also famous for certain lakes like Lake Chilka Lake in Odisha, Kolleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh, and Pulicat Lake in Nellore, Andhra Pradesh. Like there are lakes here, broader, so the narrow. And when talking about western coast plains, famous for lagoons. You know lagoons, the stream that the watery region, salty water region can extend it towards land. A salt water area, if it is extended into land and having a kind of not having any connectivity between these two waters, this is called lagoon. Lagoons are famous in Kerala, right? So these are called differently in different places. And northern Goa, above Goa, it is called Konkan Plains. And here in Karnataka, these are called Kanara Plains. In Kerala, they are called Malabar Plains. And these eastern coast plains also had different names. In Odisha, they are called Utkal Plains. In Andhra Pradesh, they are called Andhra or Sarkar Plains. In Tamil Nadu, they are called, what do you call Tamil Nadu? Coromandel Plains. Right? You got the point? So different names are there. Their extension from where to where, what is the width and length and all, and whether fertile or not, and from where to where they extended. So what are the different names of the coast plain? That is that's given. Actually, these plains are suitable for cultivation. That's why we can see that when talking about Andhra Pradesh, we call Grand Prix of South India because more and more paddy production that's there in Andhra Pradesh. So that's why we call it as Grand Prix of South India. So that plains are suitable for cultivation. So and last one we can take islands. See, this is about important and last episode of the lesson, last important subtopic of the lesson. So we call it as island. India is the country having two groups of islands. One is Andaman Nicobar Islands. Here you can see that there are two groups. One is called Andaman. The second one is called Nicobar, Andaman Nicobar, and here we can find out another group called Lakshadweep Islands. So there are two groups of islands we can find out. One is Andaman and Nicobar, second one is Lakshadweep Islands. Actually, when talking about the Andaman Nicobar Islands are formed by volcanic eruption. These are formed during the volcanic eruption. Andaman Nicobar. And the last island we call Great Nicobar, where Indira Point is there. Indira Point located in the Great Nicobar. So these are broader, and Port Blair is a city headquarter, and the Lakshadweeps are formed by the coral reefs, right? Coral reefs. These are coral argil. So unfortunately, when talking about Andaman Nicobar Island during 2004 tsunami, some islands, particularly Great Nicobar Island, Indira Point, submerged into Indian Ocean, into Bay Bengal. Coming to the Lakshadweep Island, coral argil, just total area 32 square kilometer of Lakshadweep. Talking about Lakshadweep, Karavati is the headquarter, and the area is 32 square kilometer total area. And talking about this Andaman Nicobar Islands, they compared to the Lakshadweep, these areas more, right? We can see when talking about these people who are living in Lakshadweep and Andaman, also some tribal groups we can see that, and the area which is getting more rainfall. So this is about the total lesson, and with this we can put an end to the first lesson. Thank you.